Sairam. In the April of 2013, by the immense love, grace, blessings of our beloved Swami Bhagawan Sri Sathya Sai Baba, my wife Pooja and I got the opportunity to travel to the island nation of Trinidad and Tobago in North America to deliver satsangs, conduct study circles, and yes, interact with the devotees in general, the Sathya Sai devotees. Now, the way this trip came about itself is a beautiful miracle of Swami. I will not go into that now because I remember I had delivered a detailed talk about this at Satyam in the Dharmakshetra in Mumbai, and that talk is linked above over here in case you wish to see it after this video. So we traveled to Trinidad and Tobago, and there we went to the different Sai centers. Sai centers outside India in most of the countries are not governed by any central authority. These Sai centers are offerings of love and devotion of the devotees, and many times it is a part of their own home. The devotees who have large homes and more importantly large hearts offer part of their homes to be the Sai center. And we were visiting a Sai center called the Rio Claro Sai Center, and there we had the normal satsang and bhajans. After this, some devotees came and told us that the people who have contributed most to the center, who have agreed to share all their resources as part of the center, they would like to meet with us. And I said, of course, we will also meet them. Where are they? They are upstairs. Oh, they did not come for the satsang? No, they did not come. Oh, I was surprised. Why would somebody not want to come for a satsang or a bhajan when they have contributed the center itself? On the way, when we were going up to meet them, that is when the background was told to me that the mother had just a few days back lost twins at childbirth in the 7th month. And the mother was devastated naturally. With that introduction, we were left in front of these parents. And what do I say? The mother was just sitting there shedding tears. She had probably not spoken much in the past few days. She had probably not eaten much, not slept much. She was hit by this blow, and she naturally so. I just sat there and prayed in my heart, prayed in my mind, and finally I told this sister, I said, Sister Jayashri, I can never even comprehend the kind of pain that you are feeling. I don't think ever in my life I will be even able to imagine the pain that you are feeling, because I will never be a mother, and a mother's sorrow at losing her children I will never be able to understand. But this much I can tell you, sister, that we cannot be in this sorrow forever. We have to get out of this sorrow. If you ask me why this happened, I really don't know what to say. I don't know the particulars. It was not as if she had asked me why this had happened, but I could sense the general atmosphere all around. This couple had contributed so much to Swami's mission, to the Sai center, to everything, and people are wondering why is it that it is happening to them? Why do bad things always happen to the good people? And why do good things happen to bad people? This is a common question, right? Well, the theoretical aspects along with many stories, I think we have done a detailed satsang on this aspect of karma. That is there at this link above. But the short answer as to why things happen the way they happen, why good happens to bad or bad happens to good, is it is all for the good. And however insensitive it might seem, that day I decided to tell this truth. I prayed to Swami, that was the inspiration in the heart. I said, dear sister, I humbly would like to tell you that this Swami has done in a way because it is for your good. How? I don't know. But it is our faith in Swami. Our Swami is the most powerful. He can stop anything from happening. He can make anything happen. Our Swami is the most loving. That means He'll do everything because He loves us. When we consider every event of our life as a prasad from Swami, as a gift from Swami, let us be convinced in our faith that this is for the good. And then it was my wife Pooja who spoke some more consoling words, told her to be strong. And then I remembered the Vibhuti that Swami had sent. What I mean by Vibhuti that Swami had sent in 2013, For that, I think, as I said in the beginning, refer to the talk at Dharmakshetra which I spoke about. In that, you will get to know how Swami had manifested Vibhuti from the photograph at home. So that Vibhuti, I gave it to her and said, please take this Vibhuti daily. And with that, we left. I had shared the answer that got inspired from my heart, but I was left with a lot of thoughts. After we returned to India, I got my answer partially from an incident narrated by one of the old devotees. Most probably it was Kannamma Garu from Mysore, or maybe it is Vijayamma Garu from Kuppam. One of these two devotees, they have recorded an incident, and the other came from a divine discourse that Swami delivered on the 8th of September 1996. So this experience that the devotee has recorded is about another devotee who lost a child very young, and so they asked Swami, why is this happening? And Swami says that when the child dies very young, before even hitting the teenage years, that means that that child is a very blessed soul. That soul had very little karma to complete, and the soul wanted to complete that karma without adding on further karma. You see, in the process of doing karma, we accumulate more karma, which is called agami karma. Again, all these have been dealt in detail in another separate satsang and study circle at this link above. But the soul, therefore, which has come, does not want to gather more of this additional karma. So it selects the circumstances and the parents very carefully. The circumstances and the parents that this soul selects are those parents and those circumstances in which, without adding any further karma to itself, it can finish all its karma and achieve liberation. Swami said, whenever a child dies that young, you should remember that it is this at play. You are blessed parents whom that soul chose, knowing that you won't add on further karma to it through binding, through attachment, through any of these. You will love the child and you will have the strength to allow the child to work out the karma, allow the soul to work out the karma and leave. This is the explanation Swami had given, and when I read this, it made a lot of sense, and I really thought Jayashri, and I thought I must convey this to her. There is a discourse on the 8th of September 1996 in which Swami narrates a beautiful story. He says that a man had gone to Kashmir, a state in India, and had fetched a beautiful piece of cloth, which he gave it to his mother. The mother kept it safe in an almirah or a cupboard for almost 10 years. After 10 years, she sees the cloth and she tells her son, hey, look, here is the cloth. Why don't you take and get a shirt and pant stitched with this? He does that. And after that, during the function, when he tries to serve a sweet that his mother has prepared, the shirt tears. And the mother is now wondering, how can a new shirt tear? The son explains to the mother that he had bought the cloth 10 years before. He says, mother, the shirt is new, but the cloth is very old. And Swami says, you have to remember, when it comes to people, when it comes to lives, the body may be new, but the soul is very old. There are so many karmic things that the soul is carrying across so many births. And therefore, it is not a case that somebody died young. Young is the body. The soul is very old, and the soul, as I explained, has this beautiful way of clearing karma. So these were the solutions or the answers that gave me peace of mind, and I wanted to share it with Sister Jayashri. Apart from that, a few devotees from Trinidad had come to Puttaparthi, and I thought I will also send some more Vibhuti for her. I sent this for her, and she sent a message to me saying that she was very thrilled, she was very happy, and she is praying to Swami for strength, and she will take Vibhuti daily. Even the Vibhuti that we had given to her in Trinidad is still with her. That is what she said. Why I is because I got to know that Sister Jayashri had gone through 9 fertility treatments. 9 times she had gone through IVF unsuccessfully. After that, she had had 2 miscarriages, and finally when she was carrying her twins, she had to lose them in the 7th month. So it was just piling on. When I got to know how much suffering and misery had piled on her, I just felt that some more Vibhuti needs to be sent to reinforce. Because, dear brothers and sisters, I firmly believe in the power of Vibhuti. Vibhuti is extremely powerful to soothe the body, the soul, the mind, everything. That's why I always try to keep it on my forehead. There is a separate video too to explain the power of this vibhuti, which is at this link above. Now, fast forward to the 6th of July 2016, 3 years later. I was pleasantly surprised, pleasantly thrilled to receive a message from Sister Jayashri where she said, "Brother, you remember the solace and strength you and Sister Pooja gave me and my husband 3 years ago? Today I want to tell you that I am going in for an operation. I am going in for the delivery of my daughter. Please pray that everything goes on well." Wow! And a few hours later, I got a message along with the photo of her daughter, Sai Shri. She said, "This is Sai Shri. Please keep her in your prayers and pray to Swami to bless her." Oh, I got tears in my eyes. These were tears of joy. What a beautiful gift Swami had sent her. But dear brothers and sisters, when it rains, it pours. It did not end there. 1 year later, in the August of 2017, she told me that, "Dear brother, I want to inform you that Sai Shri now has a sister." Yes, that baby she named Sai Vani, who was born 1 year after Sai Shri. And it didn't stop with that. Within a month, she said that her niece Priya, who had been the greatest support and source of love for her when she had undergone the tragedy of losing her twins, this niece Priya, who had stayed with them for long, finally she and her husband have been nominated as the legal guardians for Priya. And now she said, "I am so happy with my 3 princesses." As of 2 days ago, in the February of 2025, when I spoke to her, when I communicated with her, she is doing well, her princesses are doing well, and even to this day, she is so passionate and enthusiastic about what she can do more for Swami. How can I help build the center? How can I spread Swami's message in the world? That is when I told her, "Dear sister, I have received multiple messages from multiple people who are suffering in the same way that you had suffered back then, having lost their children early in life. Can I share your story with all of them, because you don't know how this Sai Bhagavatam will help different people in need." And I'm grateful to Sister Jayashri for having given her permission to share this story, this very personal and sensitive story. A story which brings out Swami's glory, and also having shared her photographs to be shared with everyone. But of course, the ultimate gratitude is to Swami. Dear Swami, thank you for coming into our lives. Thank you for taking charge of our lives. Thank you for your presence in our lives that gives us the strength to accept everything that happens in our life as good for us, because you are there, the most loving, the most powerful force in the universe. May the love that we have for you in our hearts, dear Swami, keep growing stronger every passing moment. Thank you. Jai Sai Ram.